I'll just say it over then.
All right.
Let me know.
All right. Yeah, ready.
Is it on? Oh,
Yeah,
are we live?
Yeah, we live.
We hot?
We hot.
All right. All right,
Alright.
y'all. We are talking all things Marvel, specifically the Marvel Universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU), and we're gonna start it off with Matt. Let's go. What you got? We're gonna break it down by phases for the most part. So phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. You know what I mean? So Matt.
So phase 1, we had Iron Man, the Hulk, Incredible Hulk, and I think said Thor or Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with and then after that we had the Avengers movie and everything. All right, so with phase 1, in my opinion, I feel like that right there really it started off really good. It really favored the comics, and what I really like about it, how they started off with Iron Man, because Iron Man for me is like he's one of my favorite Marvel characters next to Spider-Man and everything. Like I really like how they did what's his name? What's the actor name?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, when they picked him, it was really interesting because they kind of look alike. He looks really like the actual character. From there on to Avengers 1, like it was really good.
Okay, that's what's up. Joel.
All right. So, I agree a lot with Matt when it comes to that. Especially seeing the build-up that they did with breaking down the movies to create Avengers. We started with Iron Man, then let's go back in time. The first movie to start that up, yes, it was Iron Man, but at that time they didn't have the same Hulk. It was a different Hulk. I'm not sure if you guys remember the movie Incredible Hulk where he fights Abomination. At the end of the scene, the general is at a bar, and the one who shows up is Tony Stark. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. So they were supposed to go with that Hulk, but something happened with the casting, and not trying to mention it. I'm not sure of what really happened, so I can't really give up more information. But that's when they changed it with this version of the Hulk. Honestly, I love that they did that because this version of the Hulk to me stands out more than the actual Incredible Hulk, in my opinion. So I'm happy that they did that. But going back with Iron Man. Iron Man, to me, I'm not a huge fan of Iron Man, to be honest. When it comes to the Avengers, I like more not trying to skip through, but I like more of the Black Panther, but that's more in the future. Going based off phase 1, the one that I really liked a lot in phase 1 and in the build-up was actually the Hulk that they had for the Avengers. Why? Because out of all of them, he was funny, intelligent, especially as he was into the Hulk form. I liked it better. As well as Thor and Captain America, the build-up on that was amazing, especially the first Captain America movie where they had the guy, I'm not sure what his name is, with the red skull. That was a huge build-up for it because that was his villain. Do you guys remember his name by any chance?
Red Skull.
That's his name?
Yeah, Red Skull, yeah.
Oh, okay, so the fact that he was in that first movie and we get a huge surprise in the future. But again, I'm not trying to jump from one to back. I want to stay 100% on phase 1. Is huge, and the fact that Loki was the villain in the first Avengers made it even better. Because honestly speaking, yeah, Loki is a big character, but I wasn't that much aware of Loki, of what his abilities were, or how big of a character he was. Because how I mentioned in the past videos, my thing is DC. I don't really look more into stuff at Marvel. I know Marvel stuff, but I didn't know that Loki was like that. You feel me? So it made me actually like him even more. And in regards, they did a great thing, especially the fact that in the first Avenger, they didn't just focus on the big group. They also focused on Hawkeye and Black Widow. I like that they did that in the movie where you're able to see their abilities. You're able to see not that they're just like a side character, that they are also as important in the Avengers. I love that they did that. So.
All right. I appreciate that. So, All right. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So Phase 1 for me, it was a nice start. You know, it was a nice introduction to the MCU as a whole. So just starting like with the Hulk. When they made the Hulk movie, the plan wasn't to build an MCU movie. That was just a standalone Hulk movie. That's why it seems so like out of place. But then, you know, I think when the introduction of Kevin Feige or whatever, then there was like more of like a let's build an entire universe of these characters. So you got the Iron Man, then you eventually have the Thor and the Captain America movies, right? So the Hulk movie was just like it was there, and they was like, well, you know what? Let's just make it canon because we're gonna put the Hulk in the Avengers movie or whatever, right? So, you know, I don't mind. That was interesting. So, starting with Iron Man though, I thought Iron Man was amazing. You know, just like because I don't remember before Iron Man like what was the last comic book like movie that was actually like that good. You know what I mean? We were just settling for like just decent, you know, comic book movies. You know what I mean? We had like Spider-Man 3, like X-Men 2, like, you know, stuff like that. So it's nothing like when I watched Iron Man, I was like, oh, okay, now this is a good movie. You know, but then I saw Thor. I thought Thor was just it was the only thing interesting about Thor was that they were building this universe. So it struck, you know, my curiosity. So, but as the movie as a whole, Thor wasn't really that good to me. The same with the Captain America movie. The Captain America movie was quite boring to me. But I still had the curiosity of wanting to know where is this universe going. You know what I mean? You're putting all these characters, giving these characters movies or whatever. So those two movies, Captain America and Thor, didn't have a strong start to me, but I think they had strong finishes. The Iron Man movie, I think, was the opposite. It had a strong finish, but not so strong. A strong start, but not a strong finish. So like with the Avengers movie, I know that was like the wrap of Phase 1. I thought it was interesting. I really liked the Avengers movie. You know, it was a little too Disney. But at the end of the day, it was still like a really solid, you know, good film to go and watch. You know what I mean? It was really cool to see all those characters come together. That was pretty impressive. Seeing them on screen for the first time was impressive. Even like those side characters like Hawkeye and Black Widow, just them being a part of that, like that introduction of the team itself. The Nick Fury character was cool. I mean, who doesn't love Samuel Jackson? You know what I'm saying? And the Hulk, his reintroduction, I thought was amazing. I love what is his name? I forgot. His name is just slipping my mind right now. But he played the Bruce Banner character, I think, like great. I mean, he was very interesting. So that's what I think about the Phase 1. So, y'all want to move to Phase 2, or what? Or y'all got something to say about those?
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah.
Okay. I'm with Matt on that. Yeah.
Okay. So, Phase 2, if y'all want to run through it, Phase 2 had, you know, the second Avengers movie, had the second Captain America movie, the second, third Iron Man movies, the second Thor movie, the Doctor Strange movie, the Ant-Man movie. So, what do y'all think about that collection of movies now that we move forward with the MCU?
So